Greetings, my Kung Fu compadres. It is I, Hot Long from Hot Long Wuxia. And today we're going to do yet another new series. And hopefully this one's going to be at least once a month. This will be Wednesday weapons training, or Weapons Wednesday training. And no, today is not going to be the famed double staff form. But I will be going over the staff and a couple of, it's an introduction to the staff, couple of spins, couple of strikes to get us under the way with our staff training. All right, well, first off, we'll go over a couple of spins, and then we'll go bleh. And then we're gonna go over a couple of strikes. This one right here, right here is a metal staff. It's very light, it's aluminum, and you hear those ball bearings in there. This one, we've shown this one before, comes with the added thing of having you can turn this into a large archaku, and I can take out the third one and turn it into a 3-sectional set. So we'll do this. We'll use the wooden one for the strikes and the metal one for the spins. How about that? All right. The first spin we're going to teach is the one that you're going to need to know if you ever get transported back into time and somebody's shooting you with arrows. Wouldn't work today because nowadays I use these compound bows that it's not going to stop. Oh, and before we get into that, let's also discuss. There's a difference between spinning, doing a staff spin for martial arts, and doing the flag thing where they use their fingers and they can get it going really fast, but you don't want to be spinning the staff in a way in which all they got to do is put their hand out there and it's going to fall out of your hand. You want to have control over it at all times, if at all possible. Okay, so the first one we're going to do appears a lot like the little flag twirl. Okay, so you'll put your hand in the middle of the staff, like so, and you're going to put your hand in the middle of the staff like so, and you're going to twirl it to the right, so that you wind up supinating your wrist. Once you do that, you're going to put your other hand in there. You leave it in there anyway. You're going to put your hand in there right here, and just as you get to the what is the word I'm looking for? The limit of your supination, of the supination of your wrist. Okay, you're going to want to put your hand over there, and you're going to catch it, and then you're going to spin it around like so, and you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to catch it like so. You're going to leave the other hand on the bottom as you bring it around. And now you're going to pronate your left wrist. And as you get to the extreme limit of your left wrist pronation, you're going to catch it again with the right hand. And we're going to just continue doing this. And you want to, as you see, keep catching it in the middle. Otherwise, you'll wind up climbing and you'll get all bound up like so. So, and this was, of course, used to great effect by Jet Li in not Fearless. What was the other one? By Jet Li in Hero, and also I believe in what was the movie? One of the Swordsman movies, which was actually
It was one of the swordsman movies, which was from one of the swordsman movies from Lin Yong, which was known as Jiao Ao. What is it? Wow, I can't remember it now. Jiao Ao Zhang Hu. I can't remember the first word. Anyway, it's called, in English it's translated as the Smiling Proud. In English, it is translated as the Smiling Proud Wanderer, as well as the Swordsman, or the young swordsman or young swordsman traveling in the martial world. Anyway, we spin like so. And you should do it on the other side as well. And it's basically the same thing. So you get the limits of your supination with the wrist. Catch it with the other hand. Limits of the pronation. Catch. And this, and I mean, I'm being a little bit facetious about the arrows. There's a very small bit of practicality with this, because it's all part of this. You're not actually, you're probably never going to get into a fight with a staff to begin with. But if you ever do, you're probably never going to have cause to do this. However, what this will do for you is it will train your coordination, and it will strengthen up and increase the flexibility of your wrists and your hand strength. As well as there are times when you will want to, you may want to do this for some reason or the other. There you go. You want to do one of those things. Okay, but not a lot of practicality with that move, but it is very good for conditioning and coordination drills. So, the next one, okay, instead of starting here like so, we're going to start like here. And this is just going to be one hand. We're going to take the staff and we're going to stab back, stab up with the bottom. We're going to be constant. Okay. So we'll start here, and we're going to be constantly leading with the bottom of the staff. So we're going to come up. We're going to come up. We're going to circle all the way around, down, down, and you can do this really wide, wide and sweeping like this. And you can tighten it up a bit. This works different muscles. Do it on the left hand side too. I'm not going to do too much on the left because my left arm is really good stuff. But same thing, down, up. All right, one more. We'll do one more one-handed spin. Last one we started like that. So this one we're going to start. We'll start with it tucked in like this. Okay, so we're going to come down with the edge. And we're going to bring it down like so. Alright, so we're going to come
come down with the edge, bring it, unwind it, and now we got the top coming back. Spin it, almost tucked under the arm. I mean, you're not gonna actually, I mean, you can tuck it under the arm right there, but you still wanna keep spinning it. So, bam, unwind, top, spin, unwind. Left hand side, my gimpy arm. Now, when you do this, you're going to want to be, especially when you get to here, you need to be twisting your waist around. If not, it's going to look a little staccato. See? That. All right, so now we'll do a couple of strikes and then we'll call it a day. So when you strike with this, especially if you're striking with two hands, okay. Okay, the first one we're going to do is just a horizontal strike. Bam, bam, bam. Now when you do this, you're not just pushing out with the right hand. You're not just going like that, but at the same time as you're striking out with the right hand, you're pulling in with the left. Same thing on the other side, striking out with the left and pulling in with the right. All right, the next strike we're going to do is the vertical downward strike. Bam. And same as before, we're going to be slamming down with the right hand and pulling up with the left. So. Other side. See how those spins work? Now we didn't go over this one. This is the two-handed spin. All right, so the next one we're going to do is the helicopter strike. So it's also a horizontal strike using both hands. So we're going to come around and smack. Come around and smack. Basically the same thing that we were doing here, except we're spinning the staff around. We're getting a little bit more movement. And if you move your hips a little bit, you can put a little bit more force into it. Now we're going to do a couple of thrusts. So you can do these one-handed, like when we did with the spin. You're striking with the butt of the staff, or you could be striking with the thing, the tip of the staff. You can do it one-handed too. But we're going to do this, we're going to do the first one too. So it's 1, striking out with the tip of the staff. This is all done with, well, you can, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can do it one where you're using all of the strength with the backhand. So this one is doing nothing but guiding. And you can use both hands. As you can see, if you use one hand, you get a lot more reach. All right, we're going to do one more. And again, this one is usually, we'll do one more. This one can be also, as before, this one can be with one hand or two hand. Basically, the baseball bat swing. Well, two hands, it's the baseball bat swing. Bam. One hand. Oops. So swing, overhead and over. Overhead and over. Other hand real quick. Although, yeah, this one's real gimpy. Can't really do this. So let's just do two hands. By the way, I should have made clear, don't practice with the metal staff out in the rain or in thunderstorm. Not a good idea. Well, at least this time it's only the closing that's not recording correctly. Anyway, this has been Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so and hit the bell for notifications. So we will definitely be going over a staff form sometime in the future, but it will not be next. The next weapons form I'm going to do is a straight sword form, and then unless I get some people mentioning down in the comments down below that they want to see something else, I will do the staff form next. But the next form I'm actually going to start teaching will be another open hand form, and it, excuse me, it will be much more in depth and advanced than the previous strike of the spinning stork. The form will mainly concentrate on fighting in two separate directions, and I'm thinking probably next week I'll start it. If not, unless I feel unless I'm feeling a little peckish, and I start doing it sometime before that. I can't. Obviously, this is not scripted. All right, so those are the plans. They can be changed if I get enough suggestions to the contrary. So anyway, until the next time. Oh, also I wanted to say, be sure to practice these at least once every day for a few minutes until you can memorize them. You incorporate them into your muscle memory, so you're sure how to do it, so you don't have to go back and look at the video to make sure. And then once you've got them, just make sure you practice them once a week. It's very good exercise for the wrists and the forearms. Build up your hand strength, your grip strength. It'll make your punches much harder because the connection between your fist, your wrist, and your forearm, elbow, the whole body just becomes stronger. All right, everybody. Until the next time, keep practicing.